Hi and welcome to Kalen-Tech Lesson 15 of our build of Transit ISP. In the last lesson we did a very basic BGP configuration, eBGP, to an upstream ISP. And we did a security key, an authentication key between those two systems, okay? Naturally, it's dependent on what the upstream ISP wants for you, but I want to show you now the second way of configuring protection on this protocol. This is protection on just the protocol advertisements themselves between each other. Naturally, any other form of protection will come through the form of normal filtering or firewall filters, and we'll go into that anyway in more detail at a later date for protection of this ISP, transit ISP that we're building. But for now, let's go on to the keychains themselves. Okay. Now, I did a configuration beforehand, but I've removed it. Let's get rid of all this configuration that's showing here so that we've got a blank screen. Okay, so I've removed the authentication key that we had in place before on the BGP. So if I was to do a run show BGP neighbor, we will still have, as you can see, established because I've removed the protection from both. So if I do a run show configuration, let's do it on the protocols BGP, and we'll do a display set for ease of reading. So within that you can see that the authentication key has gone from this configuration. It's no longer there, and it's the same the other side. Right, okay, so first of all we need to do set. This is for our security keychain now. This is our actual keychain, and it works a little bit different, as you'll see in a minute. So set security authentication keychains, keychain, and here, look, if I do this, it's a name that we want. So let's give it something intuitive. BGP-auth. There you go. That's intuitive to say, yeah, okay, it's an authorization. Then we want the key itself. Now we have 0 to 63, so we have 64 keys we can use. Okay, so currently at the moment we'll just choose 0. Then it'll ask us, what do we want to do next? So we've got various different things that we can put in here. Okay, key name options, secret start times, but I want to show you a specified way of doing this. So we're going to put the key in here. We can do it all on one line, but we're not going to. We do it on separate lines to show you. Okay, so here we're going to put the secret, and this is what we want our secret password to be. Well, I'm just going to put in password again. It's just a name again. It's whatever you want yours to be. Okay, but obviously you're going to want a mixture of numbers, probably uppercase, lowercase, digits as well. So we enter that. Now, if we try and commit that by itself, we can't, because the major difference here between this and the other keychain that we use, sorry, not keychain, but the authentication key we used, is that we have to have start timers on this. Okay, you'll see this now. Okay, so it tells me that I must have a start time. I must have it, or it won't accept it. So let's do that now. So we're going to do set security authentication keychains, keychain. Now we can just put BG and tab it because we've already got one in there. Okay, key 0. Now we need to put in start time. Okay, now the start time, have a look. It tells you here the format, okay, for this start time. So it's actually hours, minutes and seconds, even though it says just hours and minutes there. So we'll put 2020, which is the year. Then it's asking for the month. So let's put 03. Then it's asking for a date. Well, let's put today's date anyway. So 22 dot hours. Well, what time have we got in the UK at the moment? We got 2:45 in the afternoon. So let's put 1400. I'm just going to put 1400. So there's the hours, minutes, seconds. Enter. Now if I do a commit check, that allows us that commit check. Now, the whole reason for the start time is so that you can develop your systems a little bit better to have security at certain times and maybe not at others. Although I wouldn't like to ascertain as to why you would want that, but you can do that. Or maybe you're doing a build and you don't want the start time, particularly at this moment in time. If you have control of both ends of the eBGP peering relationship, then you can certainly control this in a manner that suits your requirements at that moment in time. Okay, so we'll commit that actually right at this moment in time, just to confirm again. Run show BGP neighbor. Okay, so as you can see, still established. All right, and it will be established even with this commit command anyway, because although we've committed that side of it, we haven't actually put that in our eBGP group. So we're going to do that now. So set protocols BGP group, and we called it external. We'll just tab that across external peers. Now, what we can do here is we can do an authentication key, and if we put a dash in there, it will say chain. Okay, well, what was the key chain? Well, we called it BGP-auth. Enter. Let's commit that. Okay, so we'll commit that. The commit's complete. Now let's have a look. Run show BGP neighbor. What our neighbor relationship says now, and there we go. We've lost our relationship again. Okay, we've gone back to active again. Okay, and this is due to obviously the password being different. There's protection one side, not the other at the moment. Okay, let's have a look at that again. Might have gone to connect. It has. It'll bounce backwards and forwards between those. Okay, as I said, it's not a BGP tutorial. We'll cover that in the tutorial. So let's go to our internet transit upstream ISP, and let's do the same here. So let's do a set security authentication keychains. Let's do a keychain. Again, we'll call it BGP-auth. Okay, key, and we'll give it key 0 as well this side. Okay, secret, and we're going to call it password, because obviously it has to be the same as the other side. We'll use the up arrow here. So our keychain is BGP-auth. Okay, sorry, I've gone back a bit further than I meant to. Key 0, and we're going to give it a start time of today's date again. So 2020-03- what are we on? 22nd. 1400 hours, minutes, seconds. Okay, let's do a commit on that. Okay, so that's committed. But again, if we, from this side, if we do a run show BGP neighbor, it's still not going to show us anything because we haven't actually set this in the group yet. So let's do it now. Set protocols BGP group, and one-handed typing again. Group external ISP peers authentication key chain BGP-auth. Now, it does take, we're going to commit that, and it does take a couple of minutes for BGP to communicate and advertise its updates. So let's do a run show BGP neighbor. Let's see how quick this does this. Okay, well, it's done it straight away. So as you can see, we're into an established state. Okay, and this is how you set your keychains within BGP. So on the next lesson, we're going to explore BGP a little bit further, and we're going to show how we advertise our networks into BGP that we want advertised to our upstream peer. Okay, and we're going to go through a couple of rules of BGP with regards to that. Okay, so look forward to lesson 16. Bye-bye.